Okay, back at it again. Okay, so this isn't connected, right? But I probably should use my computer. But Shake Shack again. Part two. Now, I promised you, right? Um, we'll get into some of the, I guess, say spicy or interesting topics. Um, so let's do it. But also, I want to add in because I'll talk about training, right? Training, right? So let's start with training, right? I was trained on 4 positions, right? Cashier, front of house. I talk about those two. Now the other two. Well, one I aced that. That's cold side. I'm something like that, right? Cold side, ice cream, refreshments, and even for dining room, you had to sometimes go on the cold side and make the person a drink, or the customer. Well, actually, my bad. The guest says the guest, as we call it in Shake Shack, the guest, not the customer, the guest. We had to make the guest a drink because the guest is a drink because it's a part of not policy, but just like it's just what we do on dining room. I was always on dining room. I did not alternate, but like if like the dishes need to be taken out, I put them in back of the house. Drinks, cold side, and if no one was on cashier, unfortunately I was on cashier, but that was only for like 15 minutes. Everything was like for like I don't know, like 5 minutes at best, because just to keep the flow going. Basically, yes. Now, besides cold side, right? Shakes, drinks, all that. I took a couple of shakes, and I took a couple of drinks. I never made it that way, but a couple people know, right? But I'll get into that. But back at the house, right? I'll train on back at the house. Now the girl who was the trainer, my sister, we're chill now, right? I'm not gonna say her name, but she's good people. We're chill now, but like when I first started, she did not fucking. I'm keep up. She did not like me, and like it was the same with a couple other people. I'm getting some other people. It's hot as hell up here, but yeah, she did not like me. Or I mean, she probably did. She's probably just looking and thinking about like, this is the future generation, but I'm slow. Like, it's just like I'm just taking it step by step because I can't. Like, she's saying it, but it's going through one ear and out the other. It's not processing. And also, again, I'm not interested in being back at house. I'm not interested in prepping or washing dishes. I'm more like front of house, dining room, not back at house. It's just not. But I'll do what I have to do. But it's just like, just the entire training process. I can just tell she's not fucking me enough because, like, Auntie, the other girl, because again, we was in groups, right? It was me, Auntie, and then I think another girl. It was another girl, but she was rarely there. No, because I don't even know. It was just weird. But yeah, but majority of the time it was me and Auntie, right? So, Auntie understood her because Auntie already had a bunch of jobs and worked at Shake Shack prior to this. Not the same one, of course, it's new, but a different one. So she already knew what the hell was up. I'm slow as fuck. So I'm like, I don't like. It's just baby steps. Like I could tell she was getting pissed at me. Not Auntie. Well, probably Auntie as well, but the trainer. They're both getting pissed at me because of how slow I was taking, and I did this shit for 2 days, right? Yeah, and training. Thankfully, again, I was never on back at the house, so I was probably pissed off. But it's just like it was so painful. Not, I guess painful. Yeah, because again, I don't get. Like, I still don't understand why it was so bad for me. It was just prepping, but I guess I don't know. Just I'm a little special, so it kind of just like, if it amuses me, it's gonna stick. But if it doesn't, it's not. That's why for like 2 weeks straight after it opened, I was praying to never be on back of house. Thankfully, I wasn't, but it's just like it just wasn't tough. But yeah, the trainer was chill. Like that's my sister, right? Now last time I was talking about some of the creepy trainers. Let's just go back to some of the trainers. I don't know if I said the names or not. I don't know if I said it, but one of them, We'll name him, well, Timothy. We'll name him Tim, right? I'm keep about you. Tim didn't train me. He trained other people on like in the kitchen. I was never in the kitchen. They never put me in the kitchen. Don't know why, but they trained Tim. Tim was the trainer of one of the parts of the kitchen, right? So I never really had any interactions towards Tim until like maybe like a couple weeks before we left, and that's when we started getting chill. Like that's my goat now, but like back then, and I guess when the place opened up, right? He was a little not flirty with the girls, but like I don't know how to describe it. Cause even the manager took notice and asked one of the girls, you know, are you okay? Like in regards to Tim's actions. At least Tim looked the motherfucker like his name is far from Tim. He doesn't even look like Tim. But even the manager was saying, you know, are you good, Hundy? Like, because that's how weird it was. And even with one of the new hires, because we're still getting new hires, right, after the place opened, right? I've got a name, but she had like, she was either, I think she was a lesbian, right? She was lesbian, but she had a kid, right? So I'm probably exposing too much, right? But so Tim was still kind of flirting with her, and I heard that from one of my other coworkers. I'm gonna get into the gang a little later, right? But unless whatever, she was flirting with one of the coworkers who gave him every sign that she wasn't into him. Well, again, this is not from what I saw. This is from what someone told me, right? And apparently Tim didn't get the hints. So I remember me. Now this is me, right? After I found that out, right? A couple days later, I saw them two. Not arguing outright, but it was an argument. If like there was only two people there, it would have been an argument, but it was like on like the side area, like between the dining room and then the employee lounge area, right? So, but they'll get mad quiet when one of the employees or customers would walk by, but when no one was in that area, you could see the girl getting a little out there. So using how Tim was already kind of weird with her, and then well, what I heard from Tim that was kind of weird from her, all that stuff, right? I kind of put two and two together, like, oh, they're arguing about that. Because she gave him every sign that she wasn't into him, right? But he still kept going. Like, she made it obvious. And even that I found out, you know, she made it obvious, right? And then, again, with him, there was one of the other coworkers who the manager asked, like, are you good? Because that's how, I guess, showing it was. Even I've been seeing Tim, like, on her breaks. Two different coworkers, right? But even when I see Tim on her breaks, Tim would be like around her and stuff, being like, I don't know what you're saying, but it just, you can tell it was a lot more going on, right? And again, to the point where the manager noticed and be like, are you good? And let's just go into coworker drama, right? So there's one kid, right? We'll name him LeBron, because he could be LeBron. If you know, like he has everything, all the attributes, like the height, the skin color, the face. Like, particularly as a straight man, he's an attractive straight man. Like, no homo, but he's an attractive straight man. He's attractive, right? Like, he can get any girl if he tried, but he went to all of the females in the workplace, and it's like, relax. Like, everyone, I'm keeping with you. Every guy in the workplace, right, went after a certain female. It doesn't matter who. Like, if you're a female in the workplace, some niggas after you. Some niggas going after you. In the workplace and even the customers, because even when I was in the dining room, right, some customers would call me over and be like, "Yo, what's your coworker's name over there?" And I'm like, Andrea. Yeah. And then she's like, and then the guy's like, does she have a boyfriend? I'm like, yeah. It's just stuff like that, you know. And I remember a while back, Swoozy made a video about apparently how people slept with each other in like that type of not environment, like fast, not fast food, but like the restaurant environment, like that environment. And I thought back to that, and now I'm thinking about now, like, yeah, people kind of like doing that. So I mean, don't go. This is more like PG-13, PG-ish, but you know, maybe add a couple ages, maybe add a couple more wages. Some more would happen. Some more was happening, right? But point being, even if this was still High School Musical, right? There was still guys going after girls, and again, the guys go after like 8 girls, and they wouldn't even try to make it discreet. The entire workplace knows. They know, like, as any one of them, they know that, oh, you know that so and so, yes, so and so likes me, yes, like that type of stuff, right? So it's obvious, right? But they don't hide it. It was so bad that even one of them, right? What I name LeBron, right? LeBron was like, he texted this girl, right? And well, one of my coworkers who's also in front of the house, right? Dining room, yeah. And he said, he asked, like, he knew she had a boyfriend, right? But he said, now I quote, right? I know you have a boyfriend, but I want you and me to be something more. I know you have a boyfriend, but I want you and me to be something more. Huh. You know, like, LeBron that's chill, like, with me, he's chill as fuck. I fuck with him heavy, right? But, like, it's just, like, that's soul brother, right? But it comes to a point, as a man, you gotta relax. Especially as a man, especially in this one, as a man, you have to relax. And again, he was the only one. There was the other kid. It was